the new remake or revisioning based on the Clive Barker classic, directed by David Bruckner. You know, when I saw this movie, and I saw it the day before Comic-Con, I didn't have a chance to review it because of the Comic-Con thing. I have to tell you right now, I liked it. I really did. I enjoyed the film. I am a fan of the the first two Hellraiser films, especially the first one that came out in 1987. And I enjoyed the whole concept of it about how you shouldn't mess with toys. That, you know, you got this box that if you twist it and play with it like a Rubik's Cube to a certain configuration, the Cenobites come in, take you to hell, you know, right? That kind of thing. And what I enjoyed about this particular film was that the only thing it had in common with the 1987 film was just the concept. It wasn't a remake. It wasn't a sequel. It wasn't a prequel. It was its own thing. And I really appreciated that. Stories about a recovering drug addict this girl who is living with her brother and his roommates, and she comes across the box through her boyfriend's, unusual, questionable plots to, make money, and they find this box instead. She messes with it without getting into too much detail. Obviously, the Cenobites are let loose, and there is a very serious soul to be claimed. I liked what they did with the box in this revisioning. It was different. In the first scene, you see the box, how it arrives at a certain occultist, this wealthy man. You see it in the preview, his mansion, and this guy messes with it, and it's lights out for him. People were complaining about this movie, about how Pinhead is a girl and all that kind of stuff, but you have to think a little deeper. In the original writing, the original book, I think that the original Hellraiser was based on, Pinhead and the Cenobites were described neither as being male or female. They were asexual. They had no sex, which is actually constant with the whole concept of demons and angels. They don't have gender. They're not either male nor female. They're just what they are. And so I had no problem with the woman who played Pinhead in this re-imaging of Hellraiser. As a matter of fact, I think she did an amazing job. She was really good as Pinhead. So what happens is, throughout the rest of the film, you see how she's trying to find her brother. Her brother goes missing, let's just say it like that, and she and her friends make their way to the actual mansion where the millionaire that I mentioned in the beginning vanished several years before, and there is where all the mysteries are unlocked. She finds out about the nature of the Cenobites, the nature of the box, and what it means that there are different configurations in order to reach a particular pinnacle, to reach a certain state of damnation. I guess damnation comes in levels. I appreciated its originality. I appreciated its drama. The acting was superb. I also liked, and this is probably the best thing I came away with, if I have to be real with you, it kind of touched a little bit on reality, on real life. At the end of the movie, our main character, the girl, she is faced with a choice. She's faced with a choice, and she makes that choice. And it's a choice that has to do with the different configurations of the box. But no one would have ever known it, okay? Because it's a horror movie. It's actually amazing how they was able to put that in. There was an actual real message in this film, and I grabbed onto it as soon as I saw that, immediately. What is that message? That message is that we all have our own private hells, and we choose to do with them what we will, okay? And as a result, there are certain life decisions we have to make that will bring us to that configuration, right? The box. And they're more real world and more real life than they are in a particular horror film. As a matter of fact, one must question how horrifying the real scenario is. We all have our regrets. We all have our shame that we fight with every day about things that may have happened in the past. And I really appreciated and loved how this movie turned it from a supernatural issue throughout the whole film and then finally brought it down to the human experience at the very end. And it was Pinhead that herself, or itself, or whatever, that made that clear. And for that, I'm giving Hellraiser, the 2022 remake, 3 coffee cups. It is a watchable film. It is awesome to watch again. I've seen it twice. I've seen it 3 times already at this point. And with each time I've seen it, I appreciate it just more. So I really thought that they really honed in on not only the horror element of the box and the different configurations of torture and the many pleasures that they want to show you. We have such sights to show you. All of that is in there. But it also, the human element of what it means to truly suffer from the heart. And that is, towards the end of the film, something that is targeted. And for that, I appreciated it. Did you see Hellraiser? The new one, the remake? Talk to me, comment below, share with me your thoughts on this film. See if you catch what I meant at the end of the movie. And share that. In the bottom, I would love to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your understandings. I love hearing about other people's opinions regarding this film and all the films I watch. So I'm going to continue to drink this, but please consider subscribing if this is your first time here, and tap on that bell for future notifications for future horror and coffee content. It's a very, very pleasant thing to do, especially if I'm the one getting the likes. Give me a like. I like you too. This is Ralph Perez, Horror and Coffee. Take care.